That's fair.
Starting at what time?
Starting at 7, or start at 7:15 if you want, for you to leave time for approval.
Well, we have to do
I just
public
figured let
comments.
everybody be here at 7.
At 7.
And because they're going to
If we
dribble
say
it out
7:15,
here.
they're all at 7:30, so
That's
it's
right.
7.
That's right.
Well, plus you got the public comments.
Right, we're
Yeah,
allowing
then-
public comments
Right.
from
But
7 to 7:15.
We didn't
so-
have any tonight, we may not
Right.
have any next times.
We can manage. Let's say 7:15. If we have to bump that a little bit, we bump that a little bit.
All right?
We have how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they show. Right, if they agree to show.
Do you mind just reading off your list once more?
Sure. Chuck Lesnick, McDowell, LaPerch, Pagano,
Right,
Blanchard,
right,
Cambria,
right.
and Murphy.
It's 7.
Right.
And so the times, reading down the middle, the first section, the middle section of times, it should read 7:15, 7:35, 7:55, 8:05, 8:15, and 8:25. Sorry, and then 8:35.
Does
And that would
Blanchard,
conclude at 8:45.
does Blanchard speak for Jenkins, or
No.
something forgot?
No, wouldn't we have to contact Ken
I
Jenkins?
thought we had said that.
We
were
did, we
going
said
to-
we were gonna contact
We
him.
said we would contact, we're not inviting him to speak.
Not yet.
And then the other issue is, so that meeting would start at 7 o'clock. I'm suggesting that it concludes at 9:15, and what we would do in that 30-minute period is decide on what action we're taking following these conversations.
That's good.
I was gonna get ambitious and say 9 o'clock, but I said that's probably too ambitious.
8:45 is even more ambitious.
Oh, we're finishing.
What happens if only 3 of these 6, 7 show up?
We'll leave it in there.
We're leaving early. Is your question what happens with their proposal?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna invite them to come or provide us additional information.
And we don't hear anything from,
We have the information that we have to evaluate and move forward.
We'll send a representative.
And move forward, by the way, could we do other things ourselves? I mean, if there's something here that we decide
but
we'd
if
like.
we listen to McDowell and there's no merit, we can knock it out right that night?
Yes, we could.
Okay.
There's, I don't know if there's anything else, Juice, on your agenda? Okay. Can we focus perhaps on scheduling some other meetings?
Yes.
Okay. Is Monday night a problem for people?
No.
Thursday.
Okay. All right, because if it would be okay, it's easier, given my schedule coming up for the summer, to begin to do things on Monday nights, if that's not a problem for everybody else. Is that a problem?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Steve, what happened to May 15th? Our meeting that we had scheduled.
Another,
I was here, I showed up, and I
you didn't get the notice?
Well, I got the email, and I thought those were additional meetings we had, but on this sheet of paper out here, it's a very important meeting, May 15th, so I assume the email we got, we just added.
Didn't the email say that,
No,
didn't the email say that the meeting was canceled? So you might have just missed it. And my
I
apologies.
just thought there were additional meetings.
No, it said that the meeting was canceled.
So
So what occurred is that we didn't have the public notice out early enough. That would be enough to eliminate the meetings, and then there were a bunch of other stuff, but that was the big one. Effectively, didn't want to have a meeting without the proper public notice.
if we can.
You're upset that you didn't get another stipend?
If we can set it up to meet, we can change the schedule, but let's at least block out bi-weekly meetings in July. So at the end of June, going through July and maybe even into the early part of August. We can drop one, But I think we're gonna probably need, given some of the matters that are there, a good 3 or 4 meetings before we have public hearings. I wouldn't mind trying to schedule this year the public hearings a little bit earlier, if we could, than we did last year, and try to move them up in August, if possible. So, does anybody have a calendar handy?
Yeah, do you have you guys, made your vacation plans yet? Do you know those dates?
Yeah.
Can you give them to me, Eileen?
Week of July 21st.
July 21st?
And whatever that, the week of the 18th, August 18th, I think it is.
August 18th?
Yeah, it's the week before the last, the third week of August.
Marty?
September 25th to November 3rd.
September 25th?
Have a nice
I
time.
will.
See ya.
Are you serious?
I am.
November?
I'll be
Where the
back
heck you
first
going,
week.
man?
Hilton Head.
No need to rest.
Where you going?
Hilton Head.
Well, those are,
To November
Coming
3rd.
to visit.
You're going to Hilton Head for a month?
5
Month and a
months.
half.
Yeah.
God bless you.
unfortunately, those are irrelevant.
He owns
He's
So
older than he was.
I'll be back to vote.
Steve?
I'm working on vacations now, so I have nothing scheduled.
Nothing scheduled yet, so question mark. Joe?
I also.
Joe.
Joe and I are working.
Chris?
I'll be around. Easily close. We'll be sweet. We'll be sweet.
Steve?
I'll be here also.
So it's great.
And then Julius, I have a number of things going on. The week of vacation is in the middle of July, but I have a number of Mondays. Okay, so I didn't hear but one July, am I correct? Only one July, which was Eileen.
Aileen.
Aileen, thank you. I did write it right. I wrote it down, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Aileen. And that's the July 25th. So can we do
Oh, but that would be the 20, it's the
What?
21st of July.
21st?
So are you leaving on a Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that's, I
That
don't
would be
have
the
a
second
calendar.
one. 7/7/7/21.
So the 7th? And if we went to July 7th.
Nothing else in June after the 19th?
I'm just going to say that I have an issue on the 30th, so the 23rd. If
23rd.
we're sticking with Mondays, it's the 23rd.
I think we should, because everything that's said on the
I mean,
19th will
are
be
you going to be able
fresh.
to turn anything around, though? That's the issue.
Well, it depends on how much, but I hope to have.
You literally have one business day. Well, two. You have the
Check
23rd.
that 23rd date, Julius.
Excuse me?
If the 7th is a Monday, 21st got to be a Monday.
I was talking about June.
June 25th.
No, my-
July 7th, you're correct, I'm sorry.
July
Then
7th.
then the question came out, whether we're doing something in June, so I went back to the June dates.
What I'm going to be doing will be, all of the stuff that we talked about tonight will be in advance of our next meeting.
Right.
So I'm not anticipating having, unless you give me something additional to do, the question will be, do you feel that you'll need another meeting close to the one that we've had in order to discuss things more fully that we heard about on the 19th? Or do you want to just stay and discuss those on the 19th until we're done? You could schedule the following Monday as a backup meeting if you didn't want to stay late or that late that night, and if there were a lot of things to discuss, you could roll them over until the next meeting. It could be
But
public.
correct me if I'm wrong, if we work relatively efficiently, and what I mean by that is not the added commentary all over the place, what we're going to wind up with is some number of people showing up, say 7 people actually show up. They will say their piece. What we will then do is say, Steve, could you do more work in this area, this area, this area? And then so the really is the gap is going to need to be you doing the work. I don't see us having a whole lot of discussion on a lot of things that without investigating much investigatory work.
So then
We're going to
Steve-
hear whether or not we're going to hear cases made for whether or not we want to do any investigatory work.
I think, Julius, in the past, there have been